Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Hard West. In the previous episode, we rescued one Rosa Aiza, who joined our party, believing us to be servants of the Lord, so to speak. If only she knew the truth. And in this episode, we're going to head to the abandoned mine to try and take out Dr. Solomon Delir's psychic, or medium, or however it was they called her. It's been a week since I've recorded. The mine looked abandoned, but Cervantes knew it was a secret base for the Order. According to the letter, the clairvoyant, that was the word, and his prisoner were there. Cervantes felt uneasy, worried that it might be a trap. Still, it was their only lead. The letter helped them plan their attack. They could strike when fewer men were at the compound, or wait until the arrival of a convoy when there would be more men, but they could use the wagons as cover. Let us attack the mine. Now, I already changed up all of the equipment, but just in case, for those of you who might have forgotten, we gave Perez the Candle of the Dead, and we equipped Rosaria, with the Holy Musket and the Judicator, which meant I had to go out and buy a Navy gun for Cervantes, which I neglected previously. But without further ado, let's get a move on. The old mine would soon become the clairvoyant's tomb.
Indeed, the abandoned mine was not so abandoned. As they reached the compound, they instantly saw armed men. They suspected their new friend was locked up in the shed.
Rescue your mysterious ally. Well, we're going to want to have Rosa and Cervantes take cover next to the shacks that are near the mine entrance. And then we're going to want to start taking Perez towards the shack where Rosa is locked up in. I know there's somebody right there. Maybe... I was hoping I would get a look at them. Oh well, let's start getting everybody moved in. Now, if I do this, he's going to become suspicious, so I think I'll hold out until I can get everybody else closer to where they need to be. What's this guy's line of sight? Okay. Rosa, you get right next to the tree where you should be able to, shoot both of them. Again, Cervantes, I'm just going to hold out. Yeah, I suppose I can move you next to the tree. Let's end the turn. Okay, Perez, get that door open.
They discovered a young woman, undoubtedly the author of the letter. She agreed to join their cause.
Okay, Perez, you get over here. Don't know why I'd target the others first. Okay, Rosa. I want you to take out the elite. Cervantes doesn't have the firepower to take care of the other guy. At least not in one shot. All you have is a deadly Derringer. Anywhere in one movement I can put you in full cover. Yes, actually. And unfortunately, you won't be able to kill this guy, even if you do hit him. Not bad. Alright, I'm gonna have Perez try to take out the elites. Well, Perez and Rosa can try and take out the elites. Cervantes and Cassandra can focus on the regulars. Yeah, though I don't think I can get him in view to take out that elite. And Rosa has already used up her... or would already have to reload. The Adjudicator's not going to be enough to take it out. Or him out. Neither is the Navy gun. Unless... maybe? I could get that ricochet shot off. Ah, no, apparently it's blocked, even though it looks like a clear line. Oh well, may as well have you reload. Cervantes, you get over here. Ooh, there's a guy hiding over there. And take this guy out. Better be careful of that guy. Rosa, you get over here, reload your rifle. Okay, Rosa, can you get a shot off on that guy? 77% chance, I'll take it. And only 3 enemies are left. I know where 2 of them are. Perez, you get over here, try and take this guy out with your Canon Calavera. And Cassandra, you reload. Start moving up, see if we can't spot that last one. I have to start sending people around this way to get this guy. Just gotta hope he's not an elite. Ah, there's the other one. I mean, I applaud him for trying to take a shot like that with a pistol, but no. Seriously, how am I not seeing this guy? Oh, it's the windmill. I was wondering what was making that sound. Alright, not going to be able to get to and kill that guy in one round. Fortunately, the same kind of goes for this guy. Seriously, how is Cervantes not seeing that guy? Ooh. So that one's the alleged clairvoyant. He's gonna be a tough guy to take out. Pretty sure that movement just screwed him over. Okay. Yes, Perez can get up here in one movement, which is perfect. Have to hope he doesn't miss, which he won't.
Every member of the Order had been dispatched. Now, they only needed to cut the cipher piece from the clairvoyant's still warm corpse. Cassandra offered her help in bringing the order down. But first, she wished to collect her personal effects from the nearby village.
Okay, we got a bunch of stuff and some gold, which is important because we kind of need to spend a fair amount of gold in order to pull off some things. The bartender recognized Cassandra immediately. Oh, got 400 gold for that. Immediately brightening when he saw her, his pleasant mood did not seem to extend to the Inquisitor and his other companions. Cassandra... Ah, dang it. Hold on. Ooh, sorry about that. Had a sneeze building up. Let's see. His pleasant mood did not extend to the Inquisitor and his other companions. Cassandra recovered her things from a trunk behind the bar and handed Cervantes a large bundle of cash in gratitude for her rescue. When they sat down to talk, Cassandra revealed a great many secrets, chief among them that members of the Order were hiding among the natives to the south. When asked how she had become a prisoner of the Order, she replied that she had been Solomon Delier's personal assistant. He had accused her of disloyalty when she refused to have a cipher piece embedded in her flesh. The posse were sympathetic to her story, having heard Aiza's remarkably similar story. Cassandra complained of a sudden migraine. It had been a stressful time, she said, and this often happened to her in such cases. She held her head like she was trying to keep her brains in and told Cervantes she needed to lie down. Perez concurred. They all needed a good night's sleep. Cervantes rented 2 rooms for the night, and the party got some much-needed shut-eye. In the morning, Cassandra was gone, leaving only a note. In it, she begged them to forgive her deception and forget she ever existed. She said she bore them no ill will. Cervantes, for his part, was furious. He now understood that Cassandra had been the clairvoyant all along. He threw the note in the fire and ordered Perez to hunt her down, if it took the rest of his life. The lieutenant was surprised by the ferocity Cervantes showed, as well as the swiftness of the decision, but he knew what must be done and left immediately. Together, Cervantes and Aiza continued the quest for the last pieces of the cipher.
Cervantes wondered if sending Perez after Cassandra was the best course of action. Even so, he was not one to let go of a grudge. The clairvoyant had to die. He and Sister Rosa would have to do without Perez's protection from now on.
Yeah. Now, the next several moves are going to be very important. But first, we're going to have to head for the Indian tent. Out north of the village, they met a native man on his own, sitting in front of his tent with a melancholy look. When they hailed him, they discovered he spoke English fluently. Cervantes adopted his kindest manner and asked him about his worries. Doshan told them his tale of woe. Doshan had befriended a family of farmers, some of the few that neither feared nor hated natives. His tribe, however, was horrified at this. They could not forgive him for befriending any of the race that had brought such suffering upon them. He had been shunned and expelled. Cervantes, ever the manipulator, knew he could exploit the man's sorrow to elicit secrets from him. Doshan believed that if he accumulated enough money, he would be accepted among the white people. He also knew of several Order members in the area, and that he was aware of the metal pieces in their flesh. He would not part with his information without gold in return. Okay, let's see. We are going to want to pay for the information at the smuggler's den. If we massacre everyone there, we won't be able to recruit a new posse member, and we kind of need them considering we're now down by 2. South of the village, there was a cave by the river where white smugglers traded forbidden goods with both Europeans and natives. One of the smugglers was a member of the Order. Doshan would identify him in exchange for money. The Order member's name was Jack Weinberg. He could be found in the smuggler's cave. Okay, now we want to head for the Outlaw Joint. The Drunken Boar was a cutthroat saloon, frequented by some of the nastiest men in the West. Among all the scum, one man in caught Cervantes' attention. He was a slick, quiet fellow with an air of danger. Word had it he was Chip Hinshaw, the sharpest shot in 3 counties. Cervantes approached the man. Cervantes did his sweetest talk, including assurances that he would be doing God's work, which meant a secure spot in heaven. Well, I'm not going to complain. Apparently, there was some update, because the guide is saying 250 gold to recruit him. Instead, it's 100, which is good for me. Hinshaw interrupted him to name his price, $100. Hinshaw finished his drink, slammed the glass on the bar, and accepted the deal. Which, hey, I ain't going to complain about that. Let's see, then we're going to want to go to the cave and choose to kill only the mule. Where is... Oh, right, the smuggler's cave. Where, oh, where is this cave? Let's see, Wretchport, no. Oh, there it is. Beyond the trapdoor, a tunnel led into the hill and opened into the smuggler's cave. The place was an underground market where several merchants had fancy stands, and enough muscle to guarantee order in a place that operated completely outside the law. For a secretive outlaw joint, it was clean, well-run, and the clientele were diverse. Kill only the order member. If we can do that, we'll get another posse member of Dave Oshery joining our posse. Cervantes asked the crowd in the cave if they were aware of the Internal Revenue Service. When the indignant hubbub died down, he said he was only asking because Jack Weinberg was a known spy for the agency. Within seconds, Weinberg had been stabbed, clubbed in the head, and shot. The Inquisitor mimed giving Weinberg last rites as a pretense to retrieve the cipher piece from his dead body. One of the merchants approached Cervantes, introducing himself as a merchant of miracle potions, but also one who could spot a true visionary. He had been watching the Inquisitor and believed that by joining forces with him, he could gain more than just corporeal riches. He sought immortality. Cervantes assured him he was making the right choice and accepted him into the posse. Good, good, good. Let's see. Okay, now we're going to want to head back to the Indian tent. If you do not have the weird monocle trinket yet, then we're going to want to pay for information about the Indian village. Doshan said that one of his former tribesmen had been in league with the Order. He would not divulge his identity, however, unless Cervantes paid him. Here you go. A tribesman named Gomda was the Order's eyes and ears among the natives. Having never dealt with Dahoshan's people before, Cervantes asked him what would make his people turn on one another. Dahoshan handed Cervantes a pendant. It was one of several items he had stolen from his tribe when he left. He had hoped to trade these items for money. Cervantes figured out the rest. Okay, then. Well, let's see. After finishing the event at the Indian Burial Ground. Burial grounds were a large field of graves with a magnificent mystical tree at its center. Tranquility hung like a mist in the air. Raid the graves, place the locket. Aiza was reluctant to desecrate the graves, but sly Cervantes convinced her that since they were pagan graves, the normal rules did not apply. After several hours, they had dug up most of the graves, and collecting many valuables in the process. Cervantes then dropped the locket into a slightly out-of-the-way spot, as though it had accidentally been dropped there. Now then, let's see what this weird monocle does. Weird monocle. A state-of-the-art optical device. Elite marksmanship had never been so accessible. Not bad. Now we head for the Indian village. It was a peaceful, seemingly idyllic village, and the natives tolerated the presence of white folk. but watched their every step. Cervantes felt they would not hesitate to strike them down should the need arise. Let us use the information that we have. Cervantes asked to see Chief Setangya and was granted an audience. Setangya listened patiently as the Inquisitor spun his tale. Cervantes told how he came upon one of Setangya's tribesmen desecrating native graves. Setangya was enraged by these allegations and sent several men to inspect the burial grounds. When they returned, they confirmed the claims Cervantes had made. Worse still, they found Gomda's pendant there. There could be little doubt it had been his doing. Sure, I mean, it's not like somebody could have framed him. Setangya wanted to exile Gomda, but Cervantes convinced him the only true punishment for this heinous crime was immolation. Gomda remained proud and solemn as he burned, staring at Cervantes in silence until his flesh was blackened and he saw no more. When the cipher piece fell from his belly, Cervantes said it had driven Gomda to commit the atrocities. He picked it up as they recoiled, promising the natives he would destroy it for them. As he rode away, the natives thanked Cervantes with prodigious prostrations and gestures of respect. And at this point, we may as well actually just pay for the last one. Let's go for the one at the trade post. One order member worked at the nearby trading post. Okay. Doshan revealed that the order member at the trading post was named Roger Matthews. Alrighty then. Let's head for the trading post. Paul Jackson's trading post was a popular store in the area, frequented by both white folk and natives. It also sheltered a member of the order. Using the information they had, they only killed the order member. Accusing Roger Matthews of smuggling goods to the Indians was all it took for the crowd to hang him from a pole. Still, he did not succumb and hung there, gasping for breath and flailing at his limbs pitifully. Cervantes did not wait until he died to cut the cipher piece out of his body to the cheers of the bloodthirsty crowd. Oh boy. Alright, let's get turn to the Indian tent and learn where the last piece is. Cervantes was one cipher piece short of his goal. He returned to Doshan and in his most intimidating voice demanded that the outcast reveal the final member of the order. Doshan tried to resist, but eventually he confessed. It was the shaman. He lived in isolation to the west of the village. Doshan warned the Inquisitor gravely, though the man wielded formidable mystical powers. Doshan hinted that he was in possession of a charm that would protect the wearer against the shaman's spiritual powers. He had hidden it nearby and said he was willing to sell it to the Inquisitor. 150 gold. According to the guide, he recommends against refusing to buy said amulet because the event will always be the same regardless of having the amulet in his possession. So let's not. The shaman lived in a teepee, as did the rest of the natives. His, however, was notably larger with intimidating decorations. Cervantes swore he felt a force emanating from within. The shaman would be expecting them. Engage the shaman. When they entered, the shaman was kneeling on the ground, with his back turned to them. Without turning, he asked Aiza in broken English whether she was aware that her friend was in fact a servant of the evil spirit Christians called the devil. Enraged, Cervantes approached the shaman, dagger in hand, but the Indian quickly turned and blew a white powder into his face. Cervantes felt immediately weak and gloomy. Well, that didn't seem good. The event was always the same, and, of course, Rosa leaves our party. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. After that, well, if you have completed a certain number of massacres, the guide does not know how many, or the exact number, you need to take care of, then the devil will materialize and reward Cervantes and his bloodthirstiness with the mammoth rifle trinket. Obviously, I did not get it, so we're going to have to take care of it in another... Going to have to take care of this in another run where we complete massacres. I'm not going to show the entire run for that, because, you know, you'd already pretty much seen most of it. I'll probably show that, but first we need to get through this. which means we now need to return to the altar. While calm during their earlier meetings, Raum was visibly agitated when Cervantes returned to tell him the cipher was complete. Now they could use it to locate the sanctuary, acquire the meteor, and kill Delir, its protector. For reasons only known to himself, the normally dexterous Raum tipped over his cauldron before they left to search for the sanctuary. And he joins our party. Now, before we head for the sanctuary, we are going to want to hit up the Fate Trader, if I can... Ah, there he is. And we're going to want to buy a Candle of the Dead, a Doomsday Watch, and a Holy Musket. The irony of using such a weapon with these is not lost on me. Just a little bit short on cash. Let me take a look at the preparation for final mission and see what we aren't going to need in terms of weapons, because those always sell for the most. Let's see. Yeah, we're going to need the Cannon Calavera. Obviously, we're going to need all the Holy Muskets. 10-gauge triple. I do not have one of those. Made no mention of buying one. Huh. Well, we're not going to need these 6-shooters. Not going to need this Deadly Derringer. And apparently... No, wait, we are going to need the Judicator. But that should give us enough cash. Let me head to the gunsmith, see if we can't buy a 10-gauge triple from them. If I can find them. Ah! Let's see, 10-gauge single, Western, no. It's quadruple. Chain, nope. Yeah, 10-gauge quadruple is better than a 10-gauge triple. And I can just sell it the 10-gauge double and toss in some cash. Okay, then. Well, let's head towards Sanctuary. We're not going to go there yet. And because we're running short on time, I'm just going to spend the last bit of this setting up my party for this. Cervantes. Oh, he already had to... Oh, well, doesn't matter. It's the end of the game. I'm not going to need any more weaponry. Or, yeah, well, I'm not going to need any more weaponry or cash. So Cervantes will get the Cannon Calavera, one Holy Musket, and a Candle of the Dead, which he already has. Chip is going to get a Navy Gun. No, not that. Navy Gun, a Holy Musket, and a Candle of the Dead. Dave is going to get a Volcano Pistol, a Holy Musket, to the surprise of absolutely nobody, and one Candle of the Dead. Raum, he's going to get the Judicator. If you have it, the Mammoth Rifle. If not, then he's going to get his 10-gauge triple shotgun. Which, I'm going to be honest, I'm probably just going to replace it with the 10-gauge quadruple because it's better. Same amount of damage, it's extra ammo. So I don't see why not. As for our cards... let's see. Got a bunch of cards, because, well, pretty much everybody in our posse left. Only original left is Gabriel Cervantes. Oh, wait. Almost forgot Raum's trinket. The Doomsday Watch. Alright, as for cards, well, we're out of time, so I'll set this up in between episodes. And I think next episode we're going to take care of the final mission, and then I'm going to go back through again, editing where is needed, to show off what happens if we go on a massacre run. So, yeah. But anyways, if you guys like what you see, please leave a like, subscribe for future content. Don't forget to hit that bell icon to get notifications for when I upload, or to hit the straw poll link to vote for our next Let's Play, which is currently at 7 votes. 5 for A Hat in Time, 1 for Prey 2017, and 1 for Shadowrun Dragonfall Director's Cut. And please, leave a comment down below this video. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching.